We're live.
Oh, Mr. What a jam. He was jamming to the other people.
Always like music. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to concentrate. Hey, thank you. Wow. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. We are live and the Cavaliers are playing right now. They're leading. I have 40 seconds to go in the third quarter, 74-73.
Oh, I have actually a more live feed than you. I have third quarter, 19 seconds, 76-73 Cavs.
Okay, that's what I got. I just saw Donovan Mitchell's driving basket. So yeah, I'm getting off my cell phone. Sorry. Well, guys, let me just do the introductions. This is the Burning River Browns talk show, the Friday night edition. I am Lou Marconi at omarconi251 on Instagram, at omarconi1973 on X. Ooh, it's Cavs ball. I'm distracted by the game.
Me too.
I think we all
made
are.
this a watch party.
It is.
It's like it is, but just so you know,
because I mean, the last watch party we had the actual draft.
We can't do that. We couldn't. We got hit with the copyright.
We got in trouble. Oh.
We got in trouble. Fanatical Elves Network got in trouble for the copyright. I thought it was something I said.
Oh no!
I thought it was something I said. No, it had nothing to do with what I said. So that happened. We're part of the Fans First subsidiary of the Fans First Sports Network. So sorry, guys. So can't show the game, but I have it on in the background.
We could mime it. We could play it out.
Oh, they're up by 5 at the end of the third quarter. Mitchell just hit a last-second shot. I
hope they can keep the lead.
Yeah.
I hope they win. They go on to Boston. So they play Boston Sunday in Boston.
That's going to be tough. So far, my bracket's looking decent. I did predict the Knicks to advance, and I did predict the Pacers to advance.
Well, let me. Where are my manners? You are Lysandra.
Yeah.
My friend Lysandra from Bougie Sports, the Squad Pod, along with Sherry. She's also a member of the Squad Pod with Bougie Sports. Pleasure to have you ladies on. Thank you.
Thank you.
Always a fun Friday night when it's me with two chicks, so I love it.
Hey.
Fun Friday. Well, I think
Threesome Friday.
Threesome Friday. There we go. I was making a joke, but Lysandra went there. That's awesome.
I went there.
It's formal. Get it? It's a tuxedo.
Yes. I
love it.
Actually, I came up with.
Said it was he said it was obscene.
What was obscene?
Gary.
Who said it, Matt or
No, Gary. Gary's awesome.
Well, we got 12 minutes left of this game. If the Cavs can maintain that lead and hang on to it, they're going to play Boston, and it's going to be tough. But I did make a point because I was kind of doing the article, my next article, because I'm covering this game. The last time, 2 out of 3 times, the last time the Cavs played them when they were fully healthy, they beat Boston.
This is the thing; it's about matchups too. So if they have, I mean, if they match up well with the other team, I have to look at the lineups because it's been a minute. But I mean, if they're matching up, then the thing is, it's going to be a tough series.
It's of course, and you know what? They're matching up better against Boston than they do against the Knicks. Personally,
yeah. Well, that and the Knicks are in their head already. So, you know,
I remember you said
if they can get past Boston and the Knicks can get past the Pacers, it's going to be them in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah. So just so you know, we could talk about the Browns too, because this is a Cleveland sports talk. I know we did that.
Yeah.
And we could talk about other things. I was in enemy territory Sunday night. Did you know?
Man, I live in enemy territory. I live in Broncos country. That's still an enemy to me.
Were you getting sandwiches? Were you doing the sandwich run in Pittsburgh?
No, I wasn't there actually. I was on a podcast.
Oh, right.
With the Steel Curtain Network, and it was Bad Language. It's Brian Anthony Davis's show called Bad Language, and we talked about the draft. He was very complimentary of the Browns. He was very. I mean, it's surprising. I was waiting for the disrespect. I had some zingers for him that he probably knew not to poke the bear, because last time a Pittsburgh fan did that, I told him he looked like he was a result of 2 ugly sticks fucking.
Whoa.
He didn't like, whoa. I said, yep.
Yeah, you remind me of my husband James. Like if someone comes at him, he goes for the
Right.
jugular. Like you
Yes.
That
come
is,
for
yeah,
me, and I'm gonna
yeah.
make you regret it.
What was the one I told Cam Justice was the guy I had? Oh, if I wanted a joke, I'd follow you to the men's room and watch you take a leak.
Right.
That
Because
was
you told that joke when I was actually physically in Pittsburgh.
yeah.
So I was waiting for the enemy to just knock down the door and just
Oh,
charge
okay,
in.
okay. I got a new one because I said this on last night's Fanatical Elf show. And I said, "How do you know you're at a Pittsburgh Steelers tailgate? All the hot dogs taste like shit. Get it? How can I explain this?
No, if you have to.
I have to do
Mhm.
my Trump voice for this. Um, it's like they're gay and they put the hot dogs up their butts. That's the joke.
I was gonna say, like, I hope that I got that because that's what I got out of it, and I
Well,
was
that it was a variation from an old joke. Said, "How do you know you're at a gay picnic?"
like,
That's what it is. It means they're gay. That's what it means. They're so gay. They come with a side of fag. That's what it
Oh,
means.
oh, yeah. I saw that joke. I saw you
Yes,
play that. Yeah, I saw.
yeah. All right. Well, it's 78, 75 now. All right.
yes, it
We'll keep
is.
talking. We'll keep talking. But yeah, it was just it. Well, the thing too, the Steelers. I don't think they realize this, and I kind of pointed out to them. You don't know you're in quarterback purgatory while you're in quarterback purgatory,
Right.
and I think they are. They didn't. They didn't. They didn't. If they want, if they wanted Justin Fields, why didn't they pick up his fifth year option? Najee Harris's fifth year option wasn't picked up. That doesn't show stability. Meanwhile, Greg Newsom's fifth year option with us is picked up. Next year's free agent list would be
Maybe they're
Mike.
just building trade capital. Like they could probably trade Justin Fields and get something for him. You
Yeah,
know
True.
what I
they
mean?
didn't give up much to get him. So, well,
That's what
I'm
I'm
just
saying. It's like they what do they call it? It's like they flip the house, except they flip the player.
right,
Right?
right.
We
I
gotta
mean,
work on our
that's what
card
I'm
game.
getting out of it anyway. Because
Yeah.
they could probably there's plenty of teams in the league that would take Justin Fields.
Oh,
Oh
My
yeah, yeah,
my
yeah.
husband's pissed that the
absolutely.
Broncos didn't make a move for him.
They got
You know
Bo
what I'm
Nix.
saying? Like
They
they're
got
dummies. They haven't done anything like made any moves in the offseason
yeah.
that are worth even talking about, in my opinion. But
Denver
Right.
anyway,
or Pittsburgh.
that's another story for another day since that's the
Lissandro,
Broncos.
Denver or Pittsburgh? Or you thought
Denver.
Denver? Yes, Denver.
Sorry, I went on a tangent there
That's
because
Yeah,
okay.
I was making sure. Well, no,
Especially it's funny because you're talking shit against your husband, so that's
oh
even
my
more
god, it
entertaining.
is 24/7,
I know, I
365
know.
here.
Oh, I know.
He will find any moment to kick me in the balls when it comes to the Browns.
Oh, but he was so nice when we hugged and you had the matching jerseys and
Oh, but
I
he
know, I
has
know.
respect
I'm
for the
teasing you.
Browns, and he
I
actually
know.
wore.
He was so
We had
good.
matching jerseys. He
It
wore a
was
Browns
super
jersey in the
cute.
dog pound, which was probably smarter of him than to do any
Right.
other.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
And it was orange,
No,
so
but
he was keeping
the
his
orange
Bronco
is nice. I
colors.
still have
Yeah.
the OBJ orange, and I want to
Yeah.
wear it because
No.
I like the orange.
Yeah.
I heard he went to Miami today.
Yes, he
Did he?
did. He
Oh.
Yes.
did. Yeah, I saw that.
Uh
Yeah,
oh.
I found out from Megan Donovan. She messaged me, and I was like, "Oh, get out of here, really?" And
Let's
he's
see.
coming to
Oh
Cleveland.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's coming to Cleveland.
He's
So
gonna have the teal stripe. He's gonna do a dolphin. Fabulous.
Oh, she
oh yeah,
froze
she
there for a
froze
second.
just like this.
Oh no.
So
Oh no.
oh,
Oh my
is
god.
that hey, my dog's podcast? Thank you, sir. Go Browns. I'm gonna try. We're trying to figure out a date when I can get on his show. Thanks, man. Hang on, let me do this. He said, "Go Browns." And is he coming to the tailgate, Top Dog tailgate tomorrow?
Steve will
Bark
be
in the park.
there.
I
Steve
will be.
Hemme. I
Steve
will
will
be
be there.
there.
I'll be
Steve
there.
will
But
be there.
Lysandra obviously can't make it because she's all the way
Right.
out in
I would
Colorado.
totally be there if I lived in Cleveland. It might
Yeah.
happen in the near future.
You never
Oh,
know.
absolutely.
All the houses in my neighborhood went up for sale after the college kids. I mean, yesterday was the last day of school for Notre Dame College, and
Sherry, I
Mm.
think I
uh,
totally forgot to tell you. I'm flying out to Cleveland the end of June.
Oh,
oh,
I will
oh,
be out there till probably the 9th.
Okay.
End of
I'll
June,
be
July 9th.
there. Yeah, and I'll be there with my daughters.
Okay. Well, we'll get
Awesome.
together. I know we will.
Well, will your husband be with you?
No, he's actually flying out there on the weekend of May 17th, and he befriended one of my friends from elementary school, and they chat and everything. Now they call me the third wheel, and
Right.
they're BFFs now. I'm telling you. And he invited James, got him a ticket, and said he wanted to bring him out to Cleveland and have a guys' weekend, meet some people out there, show him some houses, take him to a Guards game, and get him. I want him to see Cleveland for himself and not have my biased opinion.
Of course.
So,
yep, we are live. It's good.
yeah.
Well, maybe that'll encourage you guys to move back, and then we can see each other at games. Yeah. Did you get, since you're all the way out in Colorado, did you see the rendering of the Browns Dome Stadium? Did you see that was leaked out?
Yeah, I
It's
saw
ugly.
some crazy weird. It
Really
looked like some
ugly.
weird,
Yeah.
I don't know, you want to call it like
Triangle.
modern art, angly, weird architecture
It's
bullshit.
ugly.
Right.
I don't like it.
I don't think it's a final thing. I think it's
not
something
a
leaked
fan.
out.
What
I
do they
would
say on
pay for
Living
that.
Color? Hated it.
Hated it. Hated it. Yeah, big time. Big time hated it.
Yep. Oh, it's a
That's-
1-point game, 10 and a half minutes.
I see that. Let me just turn this back up. I just wanted to make sure we were live on X, and we were.
Yeah.
Yeah. You might hear a little background noise.
That's okay. I can't tell, like, I had to turn things off around the house. I'm like, I need all the bandwidth. I need all the precious bandwidth.
All the bandwidth.
So you don't freeze in awkward positions.
Yes, that's okay.
Oh, cool. My dog's podcast is going to be there.
Sweet.
Awesome. Cool, man. Thank you. Thank you.
That's going to be
That's awesome. Look forward to seeing you out there.
Lou, Lana,
Lana
Heather,
will be there. I'll be there with my wife, my kids. Matt will be there.
Yes, because he doesn't trust me to take the car by myself. That's not true.
I got hand sanitizer for him.
Oh. Good. Oh my God, I love that. And we just washed the car, which is like a
Magic just took a 1-point lead.
Oh no.
They need to get better at closing teams out. This is bullshit.
Yeah. Well, these can I make an observation? I guess I could say these referees suck.
The referees do suck, but there's no reason why Donovan Mitchell should have missed 2 free throws in a row that one round. Like, that's crap. Like, I'm like, are you?
There's like 9 minutes to go. This is going to be a dogfight. We know it.
It
is. But the Browns, the Cavs have more playoff experience. I feel like I don't know, man. Those Wagner boys are pretty talented.
You know, their grandparents, Nazis.
Well, Orlando's a good team.
Yeah, but
they get now. They call, see, better. They're getting the calls that we don't get these calls. We're not getting these calls. They just
everybody likes to screw Cleveland in every sport.
It's just like, well, I'm seeing this because I'm seeing contact all the time, and it's just. Yeah, these Orlando guys are flopping all the time.
That Suggs guy is a real flopper.
Yeah, he's big time flopper. So, so you didn't like the rendering. I didn't really put too much stock into it when I talked about it because I said it was leaked. It was nothing official. I think there'll be much better video and pictures of it.
I think things like that get leaked on purpose to see what people think.
Yep.
They want to kind of get public opinion. Like, they're probably like, "Oh shit, we got to go back to the drawing board, guys."
Yeah, this is like bad, like real bad.
Then, well, I think it's gonna happen. We're gonna have the dome in Park.
Yeah,
there needs to be a dome. If you're gonna take the Browns away from actual Cleveland off the lake, you better go big with that shit.
Somebody pointed out something that I didn't realize was that the airport is considered Cleveland.
Yeah.
They could rezone that plot of land and make it a part of Cleveland.
Technically.
They did that out here.
Yeah.
DIA, Denver International Airport?
I've been there.
A bunch of the land out for the airport was actually purchased from the city of Aurora and annexed by Denver so that they can make all the runways. They have some of the longest runways in the world out there.
Yeah.
And there's just
cool.
tons of open space. And
I hate flying.
You
I
do?
just developed a hatred for flying. It's not that it's just the whole security and going through all the TSA
It's
crap.
knowing you're sitting in this little teeny bullet with wings at like 35,000 feet up in the air, and you have
You
no
have to have
control.
so much trust
And
in
I
If that
always
plane
get
takes a shit,
pulled aside. I always get pulled aside by TSA.
well, you look dangerous.
Yeah, hey, come here. It's
you
like, yeah,
scary man, you.
yes.
Scary.
Yeah, and then he goes, "It's okay." I mean, the guy's like basically feeling me up. I'm like, "Are you serious?"
Well, that's why. Why do you think
That's
he
what
pulled you over? He's
that's
like,
what it is.
he
Yeah.
wanted to give you a little.
Well,
You know.
I had a T-shirt on the one time. It was Chuck Norris, and it says, I'm not. I don't need a weapon. I am one." And I took off.
Oh.
I took off my hoodie, and he saw that T-shirt. And he just started laughing. I was like, "I don't need a weapon. I
Okay.
am one." He's like, "Yeah," but to have TSA see that, yeah.
I had a friend. He worked TSA. He was like the biggest pothead in the whole world.
Oh, that's
He was
awesome.
amazing. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, it's tied. I got a tie game at 82 with
Oh, come on, Mobile. You got to make that.
Oh, see, now she's giving away. She's a little bit behind me.
Now she's making a face. Why won't it freeze when you make a face?
I know it should be something real stupid, like I'll sit here like that or something.
Yeah.
Or
but back to it. I think the deal's going to get done. It's going to get done. There's going to be a new stadium. I don't understand.
I think a dome would boost the economy in Cleveland and allow more events to occur,
right,
and bring more revenue to the city, and that would be the smartest thing to do. If they are smart, they're going to get a dome. Even if I remember back in the day out here when it was a big deal with Denver Broncos, they had an option of doing a retractable dome, but they decided no on that. And I was just like, the weather is so temperamental here. It would have made sense to get a dome.
A dome would work. It's just retractables are very expensive.
I know that, but god dang it, if you're gonna fork out all that damn money, you might as well go large.
Yeah, you might as well. Yeah,
especially how well they did at the time. They won a couple of Super Bowls.
We were kind of talking because we just made our final payment for our season tickets, and it's like, geez, I wonder what the price is going to be for tickets at this place, because if we stay season ticket holders 5 years from now, it's going to happen.
I don't want to think about that yet. Let's not think about that.
Please don't. Well, every price of everything's going up, so it's 5 years from now, who knows?
All that nacho cheese, they gotta.
Well, I tell you what, I hope personally, I've gotten surveys. I say this: the food is awful in the upper deck at Cleveland Browns Stadium. It's terrible.
It is. They're like, give the poor people what they want. Garbage.
Yes. And it's just the food. Whenever I get something to eat, I always do it outside.
Me too.
Like either Tower City or.
Oh no! I mean, I eat it outside in my seat. It's what I meant.
I'm talking about outside of the stadium before we get to the game.
Yeah, that makes sense. Usually, I just eat at home. Or because they can see right through that bag. They'll see all the cupcakes I'm smuggling. So can't bring.
An offensive foul call. Offensive foul call. Ooh. Yeah. But no, my point going all the way back to what I was making a point with the guy with the Steelers. And I kind of said, well, you're relying on 3 rookies you drafted for an offensive line upgrade against potentially the best defensive line in football, which is the Cleveland Browns. Plus, you've got a 35-year-old Russell Wilson that nobody wanted, and you have Justin Fields that you're not going to pick up the 5th-year option on.
Which is kind of stupid, and by
it's kind of odd. Plus your franchise running back, you can't at least pick up the 5th-year option on him. Then you look at Cincinnati. I haven't heard any updates about Joe Burrow's wrist. I don't know, but he had a wrist surgery in December.
Mm-hmm.
A wrist ligament surgery in December is kind of on your throwing hand. You
don't want to rush that, yeah.
Right. Baltimore lost 3 starters on defense and 3 starting offensive linemen due to free agency. I'm not saying they're going to suck. I'm not saying Pittsburgh's going to suck. I'm not saying Cincinnati's going to suck. I'm just saying they have their question marks just as much as the Browns do. Am I out of line on thinking that or making that point?
No, I don't think so.
All right, Cavs are up by 2 in a jump ball. Yeah, Jared Allen didn't play again, which I didn't expect him to.
Yeah, I saw that.
All right. Yeah.
I'm kind of grubbing on chips over here. I don't mind.
That's fine. That's fine, Lysandra. I appreciate it. All right, rebound, Mobley. Good job. I'm a little bit behind you there, Lysandra. So she's eating chips and watching this. I love it, folks. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for joining us.
Like somebody fill me in. I do not have a TV in this room.
84-82 Cavs right now.
Okay.
With, I think it's about 6 minutes.
I have 6:19.
You have 6:19. That's what I have.
Ooh, what kind of chips do you have? I heard the crinkling like the dogs do.
Oh, he just lost the ball, yeah.
Guys,
okay.
Flamin' hot cheddar and sour cream ruffles.
Yeah. Let me ask you guys this. This is unsports related, and I messaged Lana about this, and I don't think she understood what I meant about doing a show with you guys, and it was an idea. And I was going to talk about just kind of I think there's a disconnect between men and women in relationships. And I was going to be the voice of a married man for over 10 years that could kind of make sense of things. But I think she kind of meant I'd be all lovey dovey about it. I said, that's not really what marriage is.
I think we could probably fit that into
Well, we have all those. We have a lot of slots. There's a lot going on.
Yeah. There's a lot going on.
So many slots.
Can remember. Many slots.
Well, there was last weekend. You ever have a progressive dinner in your neighborhood? You know what I'm talking about? What it means is we have an HOA, and what we do is we have events. We gather to somebody's house for appetizers and drinks. Then everybody has a host house. They bring a side dish to. There's a group of us. We have dinner, and then we go to somebody else's house for drinks and dessert. So when we got to the host house for dinner, it was me, my wife, and it turns out to be 4 other women because one's husband was a firefighter and he couldn't make it. He was working. The other one was widowed, and the other one's boyfriend was sick. But it was all these women, and she was telling a story about how she went to a play at Playhouse Square with her teenage son's girlfriend and father. I was like, okay. But she was tell me if this is wrong or not. She was telling the story about how this guy's driving his vehicle and she starts hearing the voices from Paw Patrol on the GPS. The wife of this guy put Paw Patrol on the GPS and he didn't know how to change it because he was such a bad driver. Yeah, okay, that look on your face said that. And it's just... And I was just sitting there and I'm like, I guess because he was such a bad driver, the wife did that to him and he didn't know how to change it. I said, does he know the off button? Does he know to shut? And that's in front of his daughter too. And I said that's patronizing and emasculating is what I said. And I said, there's no way in hell my wife would do that to me. And she said, I never would. She was sitting right next to me. She goes, I would never do that to you because we have kind of unwritten rules, because when you're married, you're going to disagree. You're going to have arguments, right? I mean, you've been married a long time, Lysandra. You know, she's agreeing. She's nodding.
Yep.
The one things we don't do is we don't ever argue in front of our kids. We don't disrespect each other in front of our kids, and we don't give cheap shots when we're arguing. That's just it. And to me, whenever I argue, I just say, look, I want you to hear where I'm coming from and understand where I'm coming from. That's what I say. I don't want to try to win or try to be right. I just hey, see where I'm coming from on this. And it makes it a lot easier of a process. But this guy
just disappeared. Sorry, that was so funny.
I dropped a chip. It was the 10-second rule, man.
It went completely black. It was so funny.
And while I'm talking, but no, do you understand where I'm coming from? It's just I'm to do that to this guy, plus for him to take it, I blame him too. And to do that in front of his kids or in front of his daughter, I mean, I just don't. I don't. I just couldn't wrap my head around that. And I said something. I said, no, that's bullshit. She shouldn't do that to him. You know, I just, oh man, it just irks. It just irked me to hear that, to see had that happen. It's just, and the women were kind of like, because
It's
when I get,
toxic.
yeah, it's a toxic relationship. When I get fired up, you know that. You've seen me do it. You've seen me fire up. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh hell no, no way. So I get kind of alpha dogged on it. But I asked my wife later. I said, "Do you think I overdid it at all, or said anything?" She's like, "No, I agree with you." So, because that's why I married you, because you're not a pushover. She respects me, and I respect her. We respect each other. So, but
That's
that's kind of
important.
like what I was gonna get at with that. That's what I was kind of meaning with Lana. I don't think she quite understood where I was coming from on that. But anyway, hope Lana's listening. Hope she's. I'll see her tomorrow. I
Oh,
can explain it better.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll see Lana.
yeah.
Well, I hope to not overlook her. So,
Funny.
oh, did you see the? Did she ever tell you about the reels that I'll send her of the women,
Oh,
short women trying to reach the top shelf at Target? You're like
well, that
literally.
was us. No, that was us together because we both wore flats, I think. So we're like,
Oh
can
my
you reach?
god.
Yeah. Well, you had that. The one picture of us together. I'm scrunching down just to get a picture with her. How little she was. I think Yvette's going to be there with her daughter. Is she?
No, she's going. There's a Kentucky Derby tomorrow, so
Oh, is
she's
that
going.
tomorrow?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's getting her derby stuff together.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
cool. Good for her.
Hmm.
I'll tell you what. The one thing. Let me see. Yeah, she's obviously she's very good at marketing herself. She does a very good job at that. So I didn't know if she was going to be there or not. The last time I saw her was at one of the games. God, I'm trying to move this thing. It's not letting me move it. Ugh, pain in the ass. All right.
Did you have a Larry David moment?
Yes, I am having a Larry David moment, and it looks like 84-84 Cavs ball. This is what I'm seeing.
Oh,
This is where it's getting serious, guys.
oh no.
It's we're about
Mitchell has
Cav.
40 though.
Did he just? Yep. I have it on the local, the Valley Sports, because I'm not
Mhm.
going to watch ESPN and watch this. I can't do that. Well, keep in mind, I was making a point was that the last time the Cavaliers won a playoff series without LeBron James was in 1993 against the New Jersey Nets. The last time I think they won a road playoff game was in 1993 against the New Jersey Nets. Yeah, yeah, without LeBron James.
Shit,
So
sorry.
this would be big for this organization and this team to be able to at least say, okay, we got past the first round of the playoffs and we won a road playoff game.
Yeah, this would establish their identity outside of LeBron.
Yeah,
Right.
that's what I'm hoping for.
Like
I'm
solidify. It's
Yeah,
established, it's just not solidified.
I'm just
yeah.
bummed out about Jared Allen's rib. I mean, I would have iced it for him. I would
I
have
think
held
he did
up.
ice it. I think it's more precautionary. They're gonna since it's not an elimination game,
Mm-hmm.
they're gonna make sure. So it's 86 all. And we're at 447. We're gonna be here at least till the end of the game. So
At least.
at least we'll be on for a while. But we're not gonna
At
do as
least.
long. I told my wife it's not gonna be as long of a show as last week
Oh man. Woo, my butt's still numb from that.
because I got real crabby.
You did. That was the best part at the end. You were getting all like, "Bleh," like angry dad. It was so funny. It was great. It was so funny.
I just saw the Suggs 3.
Larry David. So what can we plug tomorrow? Tomorrow's gonna be fun.
The Bark in the Park, Top
Yeah.
Dog Tailgate.
I have so much stuff that I'm bringing for dogs. I have a playpen.
Mitchell just hit a 3.
That's
Tied it.
amazing.
43 points. Wow. Clamped down on the D for the last 4 minutes. Remember that game 7 against the Golden State Warriors in 2016. Golden State did not score in the last 4 minutes of that game for some reason. And he just hit one. Picaro just hit one. Shit. All right. Worst case scenario, we play Game 7 Sunday.
It's more fun watching you guys watch it, like you guys
we're
reacting
watching the
to
game.
like
We're
movies
watching
you've
the
never
game.
seen before, and I'm just like, what's going on, you guys? I'm over here, and
They
I don't.
didn't call the foul on that. I mean, we breathe on them, we get blistled. What the? I mean, seriously, look at that! Oh, look at that! Look at that! They're getting the whistles, and we're not.
Okay.
They're getting all the whistles.
They just had an and one.
Yeah, they just had an and one. When meanwhile, Donovan Mitchell gets mauled going to the basket. Complete bullshit. Look at that.
What?
Just fucking take their heads off when they come to the basket. Oh. Oh, and he missed it. All right. Well, we got
doing stupid things.
Yeah.
And guards, the indie guard, whoever, that baseball team, the Cleveland baseball team is also.
Call them the Indians.
Okay, I'll call them the Cleveland baseball team.
He didn't get over across the timeline in time?
You got to get rebounds too, guys. Come on, man.
Oh, you just pulled a Joe Biden. You got to find a new catchphrase. There we go. Back at Larry David. Okay.
Jesus. Well, no, they it's like, it's almost like I wasn't expecting them to win this game. I was hoping they would. All right. Go. Oh. Well, we're only down by 3.
With how this is going, though.
So anybody
got play is kind of shaky to me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And we're only down by 3, though.
I'm kind of
5 now.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, this is more entertaining. This is more entertaining than anything.
Yeah.
Yes. Colleagues.
Yeah.
This reminds me of when I gave my last research presentation.
I'm disappointed in how this is turning out.
Yeah, I'm disappointed too. Very disappointed the way this thing turned. Yep, now they're going to the foul line. Yeah, of course they're over the limit because they get all the calls. I remember it's kind of, I still get infuriated by this one Steelers-Browns game when James Harrison like completely took off Muhammad Massaqua's head. They threw the penalty flag, but it was on us, and they didn't call that a personal foul. And even the announcers didn't know what to do. And Eric Mangini was the coach, and Eric Mangini didn't do anything. And I said, if I was the head coach and that happened, I would have been thrown out of the game because those referees would have heard it from me. I would have, because in my opinion, how I look at it, you're expecting your players to suit up and fight for you, going to fight for you. And I would have just completely lost it. I would have, somebody would have been belted. I swear to God. And it's just like, when it's this one-sided, it's like, it's horrible. It's horrible.
The home court advantage is a real thing.
Right. I mean, Orlando, everybody's at the park.
Mitchell should have caught a foul, an and one for that, but he didn't. You'll see it.
Yeah, and they couldn't have done.
Look at that crap.
Oh, whose feed do I hear? Whose is it?
Anything could happen in a minute and a half.
I know. I'm back.
You're back?
That's your magic trick. Do it again.
Yeah.
I know. Now
Maybe
Yeah, we're not talking as much right now because we're all kind of fixated on the cab.
maybe I should take the boat. Do you remember Austin Powers, or how about the elevator?
Yeah.
That was like an old Benny Hill bit too.
The elevator.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
That's the dork shit you were talking about.
Yeah, did you see I got a chance to do the dog chug the other night. Did you see that at all?
I saw like the beginning of it, but
yeah, when Ed disappeared. When Ed lost
it was
his
around
Wi-Fi.
the time that Ed disappeared. I had to log off.
And they had to they brought me on to kill time until he came back.
That was funny with the whole Andy thing because you don't know what Andy looks like or ever met him. So I was like dying. I'm like, that's totally not Andy, but let's let him think it is.
Well, did you hear what I said?
So funny. I was dying. I was laughing.
I said he looks like a guy that Chris Hansen would tell to have a seat.
Well, yeah, whoever that dude was,
whoever that guy was, I was like, they just went, that's funny.
Ross snapping pics of people. Where do you
remember
where he said he was?
Sandra didn't hear my the story I had about Jill Biden's interview that went off the rails, and she was talking about oral sex.
I heard that one. I got that far, sir. Awful.
That was great.
That was like the bad, dirty. What is it? The dirty dad joke.
Yes.
I heard it.
That's why she has 2 chips.
Oh yeah. She's double chipping there. People are sending me reels all the time. I go too crazy sending the reels because sometimes when I'm pooping.
I don't ever check my messages, so I can't.
Well, I don't think I follow you on Instagram, do I, Lysandra?
I have an Instagram, but I haven't signed into it for like 3 years.
Yeah. Oh, did I tell? I had an ex that found me on Instagram that I blocked everywhere else. She found me on Instagram. It was from 20 years ago. It was long before I met my wife.
Creepy.
Oh, she was that type of a toxic person. You want to know what made me break up with her?
She smelled bad.
No, she wasn't that toxic. It was I was getting checked out. I was getting MRIs because of my concussions from wrestling. And one of the things the neurologist warned me of, this is early 2000s, and I was just over 30 years old. He said, one thing you have to guard against when you had that kind of head trauma is that you could develop dementia at a younger age. And I said, okay. He goes, we'll have to wait and see what your results are, though. So I'm just giving you the worst case. I said, all right. And we were talking, and he said something. I told her, like, yeah, that's what he said. And the first words out of her mouth were, well, if you have dementia, I'm going to break up with you.
Wow.
Well, shit. Okay, I'll save you the trouble.
That's pretty much what I said. Let me make this easier on you. That you ever talk, because my advice to guys all the time is just, or even men and women, pay attention to red flags. That right there was a Chinese communist giant red flag in my face saying, get the hell away from her. And it was funny because I became really good friends with one of her friends. And she asked me, she goes, I have to ask you this. She goes, all of her exes, she had her claws in. Like if she ever need anything, they do stuff for her or whatever. She was very manipulative like that. But she didn't do, she goes, she doesn't have her claws in you. Why? And I told her what happened. And another red flag was before that, we're talking about getting engaged, which was a mistake. But she said, yeah, if she wanted to get engaged, she needed a 2-carat princess cut diamond on a platinum band. Which like a $10,000 ring at the time. It's probably even more now.
No, it should be a ring pop, and she should be happy no matter what.
Well, my response, she didn't like when she said that, because I guess that's probably why we clashed a lot, because I don't put up with shit. Was I was like, well, what would I get out of it? And she's like, she didn't understand what I meant. I said, no. If I have to pay that and pay for that to marry you, that's not a marriage. That's a business opportunity. Because all these red flags were popping up. She was talking about what she needed for her wedding. Like she wanted like a $40,000 or $50,000 wedding. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, that's a house payment. That's a down payment on a house. So what are you crazy?
That's a cool car.
Yeah. I'm like, what? So that it just kind of, but the thing with her too, she wanted to be the boss babe, but she wanted to be taken care of and treated like a princess. I said, no, you either want it in the mouth or you want it in the ass. You're not getting both. So, I mean, I just kind of, I was like, if the person that's paying the bills has the say, and but it's like, hey, am I gonna if I pay for that much for a ring and I'm taking care of you and I'm showering you with all these material things, I should come home to a faithful wife, a clean house, and the kids are taken care of. And she didn't like that. Just like but anyway, what I did was when I realized that she did find me on and she started following me on Instagram, I let her for about a good 6 months because we haven't talked. I'm talking long time. She's married to some guy now and she has kids as far as I know. And I just let her see that I have a family and I'm happy and I'm doing great and everything's good. And then I blocked her again. That's what I did. I'm like, I'm done. I'm done. Yeah. That's how that just when when you're on the right path is when you get somebody out of your life like that and you feel better immediately.
Yeah. It's almost like closure, right?
Oh yeah. I was like, fine. I was like, F you. But yeah, when you hear somebody tell like you're already scared and you have meanwhile the MRI didn't show any CTE. It was different testing that showed that. But yeah, I'm okay. I'm actually I see a neurologist once a year.
Oh, so. I get my MRI in June. I've been getting MRIs since I'm 19.
Yeah. So it's 101.96 with 17.7 seconds left. They got all the calls at the end. That's what happened. I mean, I'm not going to put that in my article because I'm not going to sound whiny. But
they weren't knocking down shots.
What's that?
Somebody give me an update. I need numbers.
101.96, 8.1 seconds left.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mobley missed a really easy put back under the rim.
Jeez.
Magic got the rebound. Whistle blew with 8.1 left.
No good.
No. I'm disappointed.
I'm very disappointed. I'm mad. Yeah, Mobley should have made that.
Yeah, you saw that crap? It should be a 3-point game.
Boo.
Yep. Well, it looks like it's going to be wrapping up here pretty soon. Yep.
Man. They better close this series out. I picked them to win. Yeah, it's over. It's over. That was a bad loss.
Boo.
Yep. Yeah, I'm going to turn this off because I'm pissed. All right.
Don't throw it. Don't break it.
I'm not breaking anything. Stop. I'm not.
I need to find another game. That really pissed me off. Is there anything else on?
I don't know. Is Denver Nuggets playing?
No, I don't think so. Usually the West Coast is like opposite the East Coast game. So I think.
Well, there might be a hockey game on. Well, you don't really watch it, but you could.
I watch hockey more closer to like the
Stanley
conference
Cup
finals and Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
And I really have a good time watching hockey during that time. I've actually laid in my bed like, this is some good shit.
Well, yeah. But the Panthers are already, they destroyed the Lightning, so they're waiting for their next competitors. On Monday, they play whoever, which is great. Something to be less stressed out
Mavericks and Clippers.
Ooh, how's that? Well,
I'm going to it right now.
Yeah, and keep in mind the Cavs only scored 18 points in the fourth quarter, and the Magic scored 30.
That's unacceptable.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that's what happened. Yeah, an 18 point, and they lose by 7, you know.
That's not all referee.
No, but it pisses me off still.
I know. It's in a commercial. I don't have a score for you yet.
That's all right. It's all right. That's good. It's all good in the hood. Okay, I'm going to retweet Sherry's tweet here, and everything's going good. Yeah, I've like you know where I came up with that term, in the mouth or in the ass. You can't have both.
Where?
When I worked in TV, because they almost would ask. They would ask me to be at 2 places at once.
Okay, I like that. Like, I am not going to start saying that to anyone, but okay.
That's funny.
Oh, I have special in your honor, Lysandra, because you're not going to be there. I got some I'm going to bring, I think, a little voodoo ranger to the party tomorrow.
Ooh. So I'll be there in spirit.
Well, exactly. That's why I got it, because I know that's your beer. That's your beer.
That's what I'm drinking right now.
I know your beer. Girl, I got you.
You're not drinking Four Locos?
Oh, no, dude, no. Fuck that.
That's going to be me once I get home from the dog party, because I am being DD, because, again, I'm very excited to drive this car, and you got to keep the man completely, the passenger, any passenger, even Dion. I'm like, Dion, am I scaring you when I'm driving? And he said no, but I'm not sure that he was telling me 100% the pure truth or not. But he said I didn't scare him. He said he's going to be there tomorrow. I'm not sure if he will be or not. Dion, I hope you're there tomorrow. Who else?
Just rub it in my face.
I'm sorry. Well, I'll go live. You want me to go live? It'll be like hugging you.
A virtual hug. Go live.
I'm good at that. I'll be like, I miss you. I'll hold a beer. I can't, like I said,
I'm going to be so busy tomorrow. I got to be
okay, then I won't.
I got to take my oldest to her basketball game, and that's at 8 a.m. She has to be there at 7:30. I know, it's awful.
God.
And then if they win, they play at 10. But then my youngest has a soccer game at 10, so that's going to be fun. So you want your kids,
but it's
awful.
This is what you run into when you have kids and they get to that age.
And then tomorrow, and then Sunday, I have a birthday party, and I'm like, I can't win.
No offense, but
What kind of whose birthday?
My little one's little BFF.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, it's a little kid's.
It is. It's a place called out here. I don't know if they have it out there. It's called Boondocks. It's like an indoor entertainment center. It has a bowling alley inside of it, and then outside it has go-karts and a climbing wall and like boats and stuff with like the water guns. And then inside you have like video games, and then there's a bar for the grown-ups.
No, you're okay. You're covered. You got this.
I got this.
You got this.
No, my kids have had parties there, because my youngest my oldest Jalissa, her birthday falls in January, and that's always during the NFL playoffs. So I had her birthday, and then I asked them to put they had a big projection screen in the kids' room, in the party room. I was like, hey, can you put the game on? Yeah. So yeah. It was awesome. The dads all love me when I throw parties.
And your youngest,
I'm always conscious of like sporting events. I'm like, I gotta have the sporting event up here for the dads and all the sports fans.
That happened to me at
men or women.
At a wedding rehearsal dinner. I was like, because the chicks there, they didn't follow sports, and it was funny because they went to rival schools and everything, FSU and whatever. I'm like, you guys, gather around, dudes. We're going to do this right. Come here, dudes. I got this going over here. Come on. I pushed my sister. I'm like, Dana.
Wow.
Be entertaining.
Just so you know, Donovan Mitchell scored 50 points in 42 minutes.
Wow.
And they lost. So there's something wrong there.
They need Jarrett Allen back is what they need. He is the missing puzzle piece potentially.
He should be able to play in the elimination game. Yeah. Oh wow. I'm just looking up some stats and I'm kind of
Oh, the
writing
game
while I'm
just
talking.
started.
What game just started? The Clippers.
The Clippers and the Mavs on ESPN.
Okay.
I feel this could be our most
Dallas scored
ADD
first.
special of all time. I know
The
it is
most
mental
ADD.
health. It is
Mental
mental
health
health
awareness.
awareness, so we should be
Oh yeah.
plugging.
And well, since we are mental health awareness, and Yvette's doing a really good job promoting that, and pushing that.
Everybody has
What do you guys do for your mental health besides drink?
scream.
Scream
Yeah.
like that
Well,
painting. Ah.
No, I do a lot of art actually.
Hmm.
I do a ton of art.
Yes, I know that. You like to paint, don't
Anybody
you?
needs art. I
You
got a
like
ton of it.
you like to paint, right, Sherry?
Yeah. And
Yes, I've
draw.
seen them paint and draw. Okay. What about you, Lissandra?
um, well, I've had tennis elbow recently, so it's kind of
I probably
stopped
did,
me
but for
from.
different reasons. But go ahead.
No, when my place flooded, I hurt myself when I was
Yeah,
carrying a bunch of shit and everything.
I
I
remember.
didn't really think much of it, but over time it just got worse and worse. And then
Like
it
a
got to the point
sciatica.
where I felt it just burning all the way up my arm.
Oh,
And
that's no good. That's
Ooh.
no
yeah,
good.
so that stopped me from like lifting weights. And so it's just, I kind of been slacking and working out. But working out is definitely one of those things that is
Oh
very
yeah, me
therapeutic.
too.
It's
Oh
my
yeah.
mind off of things and gets those endorphins going and everything.
Yeah.
And then outside of that, I am truly a sports head. Like to decompress, like I will sit there like on a Friday sometimes and I have my laptop out and I'll look and see what sporting events are on. I'll watch boxing, I'll watch whatever.
No, I gotta
And
laugh too. So I usually go for the cartoons, art, music, big time music, especially while working out.
mhm,
Like you said, I have to work out a lot just for, mobility reasons, fighting MS. You have to keep active to keep your muscles working and your joints and all your neurons firing at peak. So I'm trying to keep the debilitative issue of MS, destroying physicality in life, such as walking. I know a lot of people with MS who can no longer walk, they can't drive. I want to try and keep as together for as long as possible. So again, another thing that has to do with mental health, because one of the main components that one of the major symptoms that people with MS have is fatigue. And
Hmm.
it's crippling. It's crippling. You can't get out of bed. You can't explain it. People call you lazy. You're not lazy. You're exhausted. You can't. From one day to the next, you could barely make plans. So if I'm like, you can't change plans on me like that, because that pisses me off. Because it takes a lot of effort for me to make plans. So I have to do them well in advance. So it gets frustrating. I have very limited energy and I have to dish out and save energy. So, the hierarchy, like I want to work out this day. So am I doing a podcast this day or am I not? I need, plans to be fairly somewhat solid. And I understand things come up, but the further out the better. Like what we're planning with the David Njoku softball game, going to that, doing all the stuff for
When is that game?
I have it on my calendar downstairs.
oh,
Okay, never
celebrity
mind.
softball. I can
Yeah,
look it up really
yeah,
quick. Let me look really quick because I
Yeah, you
think
want to look that
it's
up.
yeah. And I
it
got my ticket for
is.
that, so I'm excited. And that's far, far ahead of time, so I could, make solid plans because I don't want to like.
I see June 8th. Does that sound
Yeah,
about right?
yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
yeah. So I mean, that's far enough away. I could plan what I need to have with me. Water. I know my safe people are going to be there, Lana and Yvette and Heather, and they know like to keep me cool. They could keep an eye on me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Yeah, yeah, because the heat will really affect you.
right, exactly. So like it's hard to explain MS to people who don't like have somebody close to them that has it, cuz it sounds like you're making things up in your head, but this is my reality. And unless you actually physically know someone with MS, you just have to take them for benefit of the doubt. And we are not making this up. We're exhausted. We can't get out of bed. Like I cleaned every toilet in the house today. I am a little bit tired, so I have to like re-ramp up, you know, for today and tomorrow. So, it's peculiar.
I got to ramp up in a different way, but that just takes a lot of strength, and I admire you for it.
Thank you.
But as far as being a mom, I just got to make sure I get lots of coffee so I can drive to soccer games and damn basketball games and.
Right on. I mean, everybody has their struggles.
I told Bougie Sports already, and I've said it before. It's energy drink and boner pills for me.
Yeah. Well, what do you think is in here?
It's not boner pills.
I hope not, Sherry. Is there something you're not telling me?
I'll give you the secret recipe, wink, wink, when I text you later.
Sugar-free Red Bull and Cialis. That's what it is.
There's no Cialis here.
I like the watermelon Red Bull.
Can I be honest with you about something? Maybe it's just me because my wife knew what she was marrying when she married me, and I'm just gonna be honest. I have a very high libido. That's my superpower. So what?
I drooled. Keep talking.
You drooled. God.
Jeez, Sherry. But be a little more subtle.
That's kind of what helps my mental health. Is that a good way to
everybody
put it?
has their vice, man.
Hell yeah.
Well, and it's just, and she knew that. I mean, what did this? We were together for 4 years before we got married. We've been together for 15 years, almost married for 11. So it's just, that's it. I told her, and she understands that it works. It works for me. So I just that's what works for me. So if somebody, and when I hear people talk about they're married and they don't get it, I'm like, what are you kidding me? Yeah. I'll just say as advice to anybody that's married. I mean, I don't like to just call it sex. I call it intimacy because it's important in a marriage.
Because it can take many forms.
Yes. There's more to it than just getting off.
Language.
It's like, well, it's making that connection.
Mine is muscle cars.
Yes, see, hers is muscle cars. Yes. People find your thing that makes you happy.
Sports. I don't know.
What'd you say?
I said beer and sports.
Beer and sports, and me. You might as well be a guy, Lysandra.
I know.
The belching contest did it for me.
I'm gonna golf clap. I'm working on my golf clap for Yvette.
For Yvette, is she? She's not golfing. She's at the Kentucky Derby. Is that what they do?
No, I know, but we have golf stuff going on, so I'm practicing.
Yes, that's August 16th. I'm already booked. I get to play golf with tons of fun.
Yeah, I know. I'm excited. I can't wait.
Yeah, he asked to play with me.
I know.
You want me to rip on you the whole time we're on the course?
I mean, he just wants to play with you.
Yeah, he wants to play with me. He wants to hang out with the cool kids. Oh my goodness! No, like I said, I do like to work out too. But then when the thing is when I do work out, it gets me more in the mood. Does that make sense?
Yeah, because working out helps with endorphins and all that, and dopamine and all that the good stuff.
Oh yeah,
the feel good hormones.
What we call them in research, the herbs and spices.
And
herbs and spices.
Herbs and spices. Yeah.
Not really, but it's easier to explain things that way. It's not just for chicken anymore, friends.
No, it's not just the secret recipe of the Colonel. So
the secret's out.
The secret's out, Colonel. So yeah, this is disappointing night for the Cavs. If you want to switch gear and talk a little bit more about the Browns, we can. We've been on for about almost an hour. I don't mind.
The Browns are a football team.
Take off soon here. I got children to get ready for a really long
day. Oh, I got stuff for your kids tomorrow, Lou.
You got goodie bags for them?
Yeah, is that okay?
Oh, yeah, of course. You asked if they have any food allergies, and I said they don't. No, my kids are rare.
Good, because I got candy. They're going to be all amped up on sugar and julep.
Sugar julep, boner pills, energy drinks.
Sugar and julep.
No, I didn't say that. I
know that, but it's so funny how it works.
Yeah. What were you about to say, Lysandra?
Nothing. I was laughing at sugar and julep.
Sugar and julep.
I'm there first.
We could name it. We could have a show called Sugar and Julep.
I mean, that is.
That would be a
Yeah,
really
I'm
good
gonna
one,
leave.
especially after dark.
Oh yeah.
Then
Oh
I
yeah.
gotta wear my boobs all the way up here.
You have to add after dark, sugar and
You
julep after dark.
you're gonna wear your Jewish corset with the Star of David
I
on it.
have one. It's in the way back in the closet. I'm gonna need somebody to help me get it on though.
Oh, what
When are
was?
you moving here?
Did I tell you that I got not necessarily reprimanded, but I was told when I'm on Zoom calls at my corporate job that I can't wear tank
Yeah.
tops anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So pants are optional.
Yes. Well, if it's from the waist up, that's kind of
I
the
know.
well, it's like I come back from the gym, I have a meeting,
Yes.
and and I'm wearing this tank top. I say, guys, I just got back from the gym.
They're
Sorry.
haters.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well,
that's
they're at least, you
well.
know what?
They
I
can't
told them.
take the heat from the guns.
Yeah, I said, welcome to the gun show. That's what I said at the meeting, and they just started laughing.
Just looks like I'm gonna punch myself in the face
Well, I
reading
did
it.
that a
I got
couple
He's all,
shows here. It's that way. That way. Well,
sorry, don't
you
mind me.
you
You get like Ron Burgundy. Oh, the burn.
even funnier was just what was there's a couple times we did the show, Sherry, and I had a tank top
Yes,
on.
well, you took your pants off. I took my pants off during the belching contest.
Pat McAfee does shows in his tank. He can do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, well,
Yeah. What the
it's like,
hell?
oh, we have to be appropriately dressed.
Yeah.
So I was gonna
Yeah.
get one of those T-shirts that shows like a bikini top with a women.
Yeah. Oh my
And I was
God,
gonna
that would
throw
be
that.
so funny. You should
They
do
said I could
that.
wear a T-shirt and I should just wear that and just sit there.
Like when you're at
Just
the Jersey Shore and all the
yeah,
t-shirts.
it looks like a girl with
Yeah.
looks like a girl in a bikini, and I'm just
Yeah.
wearing this T-shirt.
That's so funny. That's why I picked
Oh,
out this
my
t-shirt.
my boss
Yeah.
would fall over laughing because I make him laugh all the time. Just
Oh, what do I wear tomorrow? Do I wear my Nick Chubb jersey?
I don't know. Yeah, I'm thinking, do I wear a jersey? Do I wear a
Yes.
T-shirt? Wear a
Okay,
jersey?
thank you. I have to
But
wear pants.
now I have all kinds of jerseys,
Pants are
so
not optional then.
Well, you
I'll
know
wear
what? It goes
shorts. I'll wear
down really
shorts.
long to like almost to my knees.
Yeah.
But I will wear pants because there'll be kids there, especially loose kids. Can't freak them out. First
No,
time meeting them.
that'll be fine.
You remember the
Absolutely.
lady with no pants? She's the one that gave you
The
all the
creepy
candy.
lady with no pants. To give you sugar and julep.
Sugar and Jew love with no pants. There you go. Good Lord.
Mom, I'm not calling it that. Don't worry.
Well, we were calling it Lou and the Jew for a little bit.
Yes, it still works. It works.
Oh God. Yeah. Well,
I
no, I
gotta
was.
take off here, guys.
Well, Lysandra, thank you.
On that note, honestly, I had a great time. I got.
Oh no, I had a
mom
great
shit
time too.
done.
Just disappointed in the game, and I
Okay.
Me
think
too. The Cavs should have won for sure.
Smiles and hugs tomorrow. Well, except for you. But
absolutely.
when you get here, smiles and hugs.
Just so you know, when we were talking about Jamari Thrash, and I said when I first heard the name, I thought the Browns drafted a midget wrestler. That's what I said. Did they draft a midget wrestler? That was my joke. That was one of the jokes I wrote, and they were like, the dog chuck thought it was funny.
Yeah.
Those guys loved me. Yeah,
Yeah.
I started doing my Trump voice, and they're like, "You do a good Trump." I was like, "I do."
Yeah.
Okay.
Ed Hart's Trump. Ed, big time. Did you see?
Oh, I know he does. I know he
Yeah.
does.
Oh,
But yeah, the
man.
Biden joke was like, yeah, that one I wrote and I tried it on Corey when we were taping for the Stew Pod.
yeah. Corey's
He
like,
cried. He couldn't believe it. He couldn't believe I said because I had, yeah. Because all we did, it's our 1 year anniversary show Sunday.
oh,
And all we did was trade jokes, and I had like my jokes, and I'm reading them, and I screwed up one really bad because it was a Gilbert Gottfried joke.
oh, you
And
can't do the voice.
I could do the voice a little bit, but I don't want to. It wouldn't do it justice. But he's the farmer walks in holding a sheep, walks into the wife's bedroom. Wife wakes up and looks at him, and he goes, "This is the pig that I've been fucking." The wife looks at him.
Okay.
The wife
Yeah.
looks
Yeah.
at him and says,
Yeah.
"You idiot! That's a sheep." And he goes,
Mhm.
"I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to the sheep."
Yeah. Yeah.
Again, on that note,
Yes. I screwed it up. So that's the way it was supposed to be. I screwed it up, and Corey corrected me. I'm like, "Oh, fuck you." So, but
well,
but
thanks
it's a
for
fun
having
show.
me on, you guys.
Thank you for coming. We
You'll
appreciate
see
you.
lots of everything tomorrow. It'll be
Yeah, you'll see it. You'll see it. A
Yeah,
bunch
you'll
of
see
stuff
us
on
all.
Twitter and
Mhm,
everything
mhm.
else. And I'm sure, I'll have my fans. Guys, I appreciate all of you. And we had a lot of viewers tonight. Thank you very much for joining us. You want to stay on, Sherry, and talk for a little bit longer? We can do a little
Yes,
bit more of the
night,
Browns.
guys.
Yeah, I will take you out. And hey, Lysandra, thank you again. And I can't wait to meet you in person.
Yeah,
Honestly, you
Can't
and your
wait.
husband.
we'll have a
You,
thing of some sort.
oh, and next week they're announcing the NFL schedule.
Yes.
So the Friday
Oh,
night
I'll
show
be
will
on
be,
top of that.
we'll be on top of that. Yep.
All
And
right.
I will say this, guys, follow Bougie Sports and the Squad Pod. One of the things these ladies are
Like,
very good at, they're better
subscribe.
than me at, and I'm free to admit it. I'm plugging your show. They're very good at fantasy football. They know more about fantasy football than I do, especially Yvette. And
Oh, yeah.
I would
That's
say
for
yes.
sure.
Oh yeah, she's very good at that. So it's just not my thing. People ask me these questions. I'm like, dude, I don't really do fantasy football. Talk to these ladies. All right, beautiful as always, Lysandra. Thank you.
Have a good night.
All right, have a great night. All right, now it's just Lou and the Jew.
It is.
It is.
So,
But no, I did say that the Jamari Thrash midget joke. But go ahead.
what are you most excited about tomorrow?
I'm most excited about
Just meeting
people getting to
everybody?
meeting everybody,
Yeah,
people getting to meet Mrs. Lou. I think
of
Lana's
course.
excited about that.
Yeah.
You've met my
Yeah.
wife. Matt has met my wife. I'm excited about that. I'm excited just to like kind of like if
Hang out.
Spider's going to be there too, right?
I believe so.
And First Lady.
I think so. I mean, I just go and then hope
Yeah,
everybody shows up.
I hope everybody shows up. Hope everybody has a great
What
time.
time are you planning to get over there?
Well, my wife has an appointment 9:30 in the morning, so when she
Okay.
gets back, we're gonna leave. So we should be there around noon,
Oh,
12:30
perfect.
ish.
Okay, we aren't leaving here till about 1 because I told Steve Hemmy's going to be there. Steve Hemmy's going to be there.
Yes, he said he was. He messaged me.
And he wanted to know when I was getting there. So I told him we'll probably get there like at the absolute latest to the absolute earliest 1:30 traffic depending, all of the things that play those variables that we cannot predict. So yeah, I told him I'm like, you'll recognize the car, and then I have so much stuff to donate to. I'm excited to finally get this shit out of my house. I mean, City Dogs, you are so welcome to.
Absolutely.
We bought a playpen for Moses when he was a baby. It was like well over $100, and it's just been sitting in the box for like he's 7. He'll be 7. So like it's been sitting in the basement. I'm like, I would like to unload this on a charity that I know that'll be able to use it, And so I've donated, big bags of food to them before at this event, and so I'm excited to give them the crate. And I got like a toy. They sell those toys to teach the dogs not to gobble up their food real quick. Have you ever seen one of those? It's like an enrichment toy. It's really neat.
Yeah.
We could all take turns using it to get our food out before we give it to the dogs. And so I got that thing ready for them. And I enjoy petting all the dogs that'll be there. That'll be fun.
Oh, yeah. They're probably going to want to adopt a dog.
Yeah. Oh, no. Probably because your kids are going to be there. They're going to be like, Daddy, dog.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
my dog, I mean, I can't even take him because I had to go to the vet today. I didn't tell you that. He has a Well, he was yiping. He was yiping about some things. Yeah. Well, what happened was the vet said this is normal for dogs his size and his age because he's almost 11. He's almost 10 and a half.
Okay.
And he strained himself. He strained his neck, and they had to put him on anti-inflammatories and painkillers because of because he hurt his neck. So they said, just keep him on these meds and rest him for 4 weeks. No excitement, no barking or running around, no walks.
Yeah, try telling that to a dog. I love when they say that. No excitement. I'm like,
yeah,
one of the most excitable creatures.
We're far enough away. I can close the front windows, the drapes, and he should be okay as long as nobody comes knocking, like Amazon comes knocking on the front door. Yeah, something like that. But otherwise, yeah, it's okay. I mean, I thought it was going to be worse because my wife was like, she's texting me while I'm there. She's like, does he need surgery? Yeah. So,
oh man, that is so expensive. The vet just texted me Moses is due for all of his stuff. And we're still like paying off the most recent because he has, I told you he has that really bad disease. He's really expensive now to keep alive. He has to take one medication once a month is over $300 just for the one medication. It's an injection for to keep his kidneys functioning. It's like a metabolite that keeps his heart and kidney function. I'm like, since the beginning, we got him. He was sick. He had to have his bladder scraped. He had to have like surgery. He was rushed to the emergency vet twice, and he's just 7 years old. I'm like,
yeah.
And I love him. I'm not gonna, I'm not cheaping out on keeping him alive. But at the same time, where do we draw the line? And meanwhile,
I had a dog that was 15. We had to do that with. We had to put him down. It was hard to euthanize your animal. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. No, our first Schnauzer, as soon as we moved here, he was 6 and he had a rare disease. And as soon as we got him here, he like died. And that traumatized me. Talk about mental health awareness. Yeah, he was like my emotional support dog. He was an amazing dog. And so now Chippy so far has been healthy. So I'm banking on Chippy. I'm like, please, Chippy, please stay healthy, please. You're little and angry. I mean, statistically, you should be the angry little man stays alive longer, right? And he's a rescue dog. So I'm like, come on, man. Come on. You got this.
Yep.
I'm hoping. But yeah, I'm excited to see Lana and Heather. I haven't seen those ladies in a while. And
yeah, you know what? Heather, I met once briefly at a game. Yeah, I'm excited to see Heather too. Oh yeah, one of the things we didn't talk about, I didn't tell Lysandra about that. I have a new canned response now when people try to catfish me on Twitter.
Oh, the one that you keep sending. Yes, I've seen.
The Illuminati tried to recruit me, so I gave them the same.
Oh, yeah, really?
Did you see that? I sent it to you on Instagram.
Did you? I don't think I saw it.
People watching, my canned response when anybody messages me that I know is a bot, I know is a catfisher, I know they're a scammer, I know it's bullshit, I tell them my penis is too big. That's what I say. And the Illuminati tried to recruit me in my DMs on Twitter or X. So that's what I said. My penis is too big.
The responses are the greatest.
But let's do this. Since I have to do a pause for a break, I'm going to pause for a break right now and let's pause. Okay, perfect. Thank you. I forgot to do that early in the show, so John will get mad if I don't. John, I love you. I love you. No, it's great. Actually, we're putting up a merch website too. What's that?
Your friend is going to be there. Who did all the announcement for your?
Oh, Jeff Gorman. Gorman. Yeah. He's going to be there with his wife, and I believe his daughter's going to be there too. His daughter, Graceland, and he told me how old she is now, and my jaw dropped because I remember I was in Jeff's wedding.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I was in his wedding.
I'm looking forward to meeting him.
Oh yeah, he's a good dude. He's a really good. I think we're going to be working on a wrestling podcasting network through Fans First Sports Network. Paperwork was signed last week, so it's all in development. It's going to be with Corey Castleline. It's going to be called the Stewcast.
Good. I'm glad you went with that. I'm glad you went with that.
Yeah, we went with that. Because I called Corey and I'm like, I need an idea, man. I need an idea. And he just, how about this? Like STEWKAST, the Stewcast. And I'm like, perfect. I love it. And actually, did you see the logo? Here, let me text it to you.
I didn't see.
We came up with a logo, and I got a guy to do a logo for me. Let me get it to you. Yeah. I'm sending it to you right now. And I thought it was freaking awesome. So I just texted it to you. Yep. Got a message. Oh, I thought it was awesome. So, folks, man, we really appreciate.
Oh, wow. It is really great. I love it. Yeah. Oh, I love it. It's great.
Yeah. God, I just some of the jokes I write, sometimes I'm like, ugh. That's actually, it was my joke. The ugly sticks one was my joke about Pete Davidson. If I was ever on a roast, you're frozen.
Oh no, Sherry, I'm unfrozen.
Now you're unfrozen.
What did it say? Roast? Who are you roasting?
Yeah, Pete Davidson.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, Pete Davidson. He looks like he's a result of what happens when two ugly sticks fuck. That's my inner Don Rickles. Why don't you go move to Alaska?
Yeah.
Did you ever hear the story from Frank Sinatra? What Don Rickles did to him? And when he's at a New York restaurant, did you ever hear that? I thought it was either Las Vegas restaurant or New York restaurant. Did you ever hear that? Can I tell the
I
story
don't
real
think
quick? Because
so.
I think it's classic. It's classic
Go
Don
ahead.
Rickles.
Do it.
Don Rickles was out on a date. He's at a restaurant. He knew Frank Sinatra was there. He's friends with Frank Sinatra. He walks over, excuses himself from the table, walks over to Frank, says, "Hey, Frank, hey, when you're done eating and everything, I'm on a date here. It'd be really like to impress her. Would you come over and say hello?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, sure, Don. I'll do that. I'll do it when I'm done here." He's like, "Okay, thank you, thank you." So Don Rickles at the table. He's eating. He's on his date. Blah blah blah. They're talking. Frank Sinatra finishes up. He walks over, says hi to Don and to the table, and Don Rickles just looks at him. Frank, do you mind? I'm eating here. So you get it?
Yeah.
Frank, do you mind? I'm eating here. Come on. Gotta bother me? So
Oh, that's great. That is
that's
really
Don
good.
Rickles. That is Don Rickles. I
Yes,
love
he was so funny. He was
it.
so
Yeah.
funny.
What was the yeah, I have other material I'm kind of writing down and going with and just yeah. So
You gotta smoke a
well,
well.
I make people laugh. You see, the thing is too, and I try to explain this is when I was younger growing up, I wasn't the type of guy that talked to a lot of girls or got a lot of girls through high school. It's a fact. But I had friends and I was really good at making people laugh and I developed a sense of humor and I said, "Huh, if I make girls laugh, they talk to me. They think I'm funny. Oh, okay." That's just something I figured, okay, have a sense of humor. They like that. So that's kind of what I did. And then as I grew up and matured and I became a wrestler and I did this other athletic stuff, I became good looking and funny. And that's like a deadly combination.
Sure is.
Being a young wrestler, just being a smart ass. Yeah. So then you just tell them your penis is too big. That's all they need to hear. I got to show that to Spider. Spider, you got to look at this. Look at this. All these women, like the Jennifer Aniston one was
That
classic.
was really great. She came at you more than once.
Oh yeah, she's like really? Well, one lady I did that to. She goes, "Can I see?"
No,
No, like
no,
it's top
not
secret.
cool.
Yeah,
Not cool.
it's like I'm handicapped. Why am I? I can take that down. So I'm like, you're sitting there while I'm talking to you. I'm multitasking and writing this article for Fans First about the Cavs losing. Cavs lose game 6, 103-96. Magic forces game 7 in Cleveland. That's the headline.
Sad. I mean,
Yep.
Team 6, good.
Yep. Lose LOSE. Cavs lose game 6. Blah, blah, blah. Cavs will try to advance to the second round of the NBA playoffs and play the number 1 seed Boston Celtics. Game 7 of this series is scheduled for Sunday afternoon, May 5th. The series finale can be expected to be
Now you can
physical
do the
and
announcing.
competitive. Yes, this game 7 matchup is good for the Cavaliers. The Cavs have won every home game in this postseason. The Cavs will try to win their first playoff series without LeBron James since 1993. If the Cavs advance to the second round of the NBA playoffs, this season could be considered a successful season. Come Sunday, let's see how much farther this team can go this postseason when healthy. What do you think?
It is accurate.
It's accurate. That's kind of how I like to write, and that's kind. Whoa, hang on. I thought I knocked myself out here. Hang on.
That would be a first.
That's what happens. Is your penis so big you accidentally knock yourself out helicoptering? That's it. That's a new joke. That's a new joke. I just wrote it. Knock self out helicoptering. I'm gonna write it down.
That's right. Write it down. That's a good one.
Write it down. Write it down.
Write it down. Put a star on it.
I was
Have a
trying to
highlight.
experiment. I'm experimenting with my Trump voice. I was doing my Trump.
It's pretty good. It's getting
They're
pretty
saying I have
good.
a pretty good Trump voice. But see, I could do my bad jokes as Trump.
Yes.
See, the whole point of the Steelers hot dogs tasting like shit is that they're gay.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah, that means they're gay. Actually, they're so gay. They come with a side
How
of
gay
fag.
are they?
They come with a side of fag. Not
Right.
coleslaw,
Okay.
but fag. Governor, former governor of New Jersey, Chris Christie. I call him Chris Krispy Kremes.
I happen to
Chris
really
Krispy
love
Kremes. See, my wife is still young and hot. I don't know about his wife. She has to pour hot sauce on it to feel anything. It's not
That's
my
good.
fault. I never heard that, but I wouldn't say that, but I just hear that other people say it. I would never say it.
Oh man, I got to show you my necklace since you enjoy the old school comedy and such. This is a very formal rubber chicken
Oh,
that I am
rubber
wearing right here.
chicken.
Rubber chicken.
Speaking of rubber chicken,
It's not
did
a
you taste the
boy.
chicken at the correspondence dinner? It tasted like rubber. Is that a good Trump? Really? People
It's
comment.
getting good. You got to slow it down. You
Got
just
to slow
study
it
the cadence.
down.
You got to study
Study
the
the
cadence
cadence a
of
little
it.
bit better.
Yeah. There
Like
you
Gilbert,
go. He trails off.
he trails off. He kind of does this. I would
Yeah,
never say that, but other people do.
he's from Queens,
He's
like
from Queens.
Christopher
That's what it
Walken
is.
from Queens.
I use that joke for fanatical elves. How do you know you're at a Steelers tailgate? All the hot dogs taste like shit. Just like they went, whoa. They're like, wow. You went right for the jugular there. That means they're gay. I don't like the
Yeah.
Guardians name. They should have been the Indians. We should have called them the Polacks. That would have been good.
Well, yeah,
The
that was.
Cleveland Polacks.
I like the pierogi race,
The pierogi. Could you
spicy
imagine that?
mustard.
Yes, spicy mustard with pierogies. Very good stuff. I like my McDonald's. But all right, folks. On that note, me doing my Trump impression. Are you still there with me, Sherry? You're freezing up a little bit there.
I am.
Much,
I am.
much
I'm
appreciated.
not sure if
Folks,
there are
I
more
will see
TVs
all of
because
you
I think
out
my
there at the Top Dog Tailgate. Bark in the Park in Berea. I'll be there with my family. I can't wait to see Sherry again. Next week, we're going to talk Browns schedule. We talked a little bit about the Browns draft, but at this point, I'm all drafted out. I'm so sick of it. It's like they made their picks. That's it. I'll work on my Trump. Are you still there with me, Sherry? Sherry. I'm going to play it out. I think it's time to play out the music.
I
There
came
you
back.
are. There you are. You're back.
Freaking! There's a lot, way too many devices in this house for the amount of bandwidth we have. So
Yeah, you guys might have to
it's a
upgrade.
problem.
But let me play my porn music to go out. It's not just porn. It's Stormy Daniels porn.
Oh, gross.
Good night, everybody. When the river burns, it always burns brown and orange.